RFK Jr. is a Democrat plant, a radical left liberal. A lot of people think that Jr. is a conservative. He's not. He's more liberal than anybody running on the Democrat side. Jr. is totally anti-gun, an extreme environmentalist who makes the Green New scammers look very conservative by comparison. And he's anti-military and he's anti-vet. He's an extreme liberal. He's radical left. And so don't think you're going to vote for him and feel good. He's a radical left Democrat. I'd even take Biden over Jr. because our country would last about a year or two longer than it would with Jr. It would collapse almost immediately.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel everybody, and thank you so much for watching. What's going on guys? I am Jade. If you're new here, listen, Mike Pence for some reason is in his feelings, okay? So earlier today, Mike Pence took to his Twitter and posted a compilation clip of Donald Trump and all the times that Donald Trump has said disparaging things about RFK. Because for those of you who don't remember, I'm sure that some of you do, and if you don't know, there's currently a confirmation hearing going on for Trump's pick. Okay, Trump picked RFK, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., for Health and Human Services Secretary. And obviously, anybody in their right frame of mind will look at his choice and be running helter-skelter, especially if you consider all of the things that RFK has said. One, up until this hearing, he never used to believe in vaccines. He used to think that vaccine is bad, vaccine wasn't good. You know, he said a whole lot of things that were just crazy, that anybody in their right mind would be like, what is wrong with this dude? But in a bid for Trump to get some voters, Trump decided to strike up a deal with RFK, which then prompted RFK to basically start campaigning for Trump. Okay, and in return, he was going to be named, you know, like the health secretary or something or the other, something to do with health. So now Trump has made good on the promise that he made to make RFK, you know, Secretary of Health and Human Resources. And every well-meaning American is pushing back against that because it is such a bad idea. It wasn't 20 years ago, it wasn't 10 years ago that this man was basically saying that he doesn't believe in vaccine, that he thinks vaccines are bad. And let's just stop with that. Let's not even go further into all of the other things that he had basically said. And so you see the reason why people will be apprehensive, including former VP Mike Pence, who took to Twitter. When I first saw this, I was like, there is no way I am watching VP Mike Pence Twitter. There is no way Mike Pence, because all of a sudden, Mike Pence all of a sudden has this energy, and he's like, I cannot stay silent anymore. And Mike Pence posted this video, and he basically says, President Trump was right the first time. Senators, vote no on RFK Jr. So that's basically, so he then clipped together a bunch of posts where Trump was basically just dragging RFK. So let's listen again. I had to do a double take because I'm like, is this the Mike Pence that didn't want to get involved during the election because, you know, he didn't want to rub certain people the wrong way? And I think that this is absolutely brave, okay? But then again, there's also the factor that he has nothing to lose. He's not running for any political office. There is a certain liberation that comes from knowing that you're not running under these people or around the same time that these people are in power and they can't really do much to you. But to Mike Pence, I would say be very careful. There is a reason why Donald Trump freed over 1,600 insurrectionists, many of whom are alleged murderers, you know, violent offenders, many of whom who actually confessed. They took a plea deal. So there is a reason why he's cutting them loose, Maybe now they owe him something. Maybe now he can come and collect. Maybe when he need them to do something they cannot be traced back to him with burner phones or whatever. Maybe now he can just call on those people. I don't know. So, but like I was saying, Mike Pence definitely showed courage, even though it is kind of too late. Because I remember during the campaign, and there was conversation about Mike Pence basically saying he's not voting for Trump. But he never came out to say he wasn't voting for Trump. He never came out to say that he would love to vote for Kamala Harris. He didn't do that. George Bush didn't do that either. I guess the reason why they didn't is best known to them. But all of a sudden, Mike Pence has all this energy. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, whoa. Again, like I said, when I first saw this, I had to do a double take. I was like, am I sure I'm looking at Mike Pence's Twitter page? It was his Twitter page. And I had to make sure because, wow, I'm like, where was this energy during the campaign? Maybe if you had chimed in, maybe we wouldn't be stuck with the Oompa Loompa over here. But I digress.
RFK Jr. is a Democrat plant, a radical left liberal. A lot of people think that Jr. is a conservative. He's not. He's more liberal than anybody running on the Democrat side. Jr. is totally anti-gun and extreme environmentalist who makes the Green New scammers look very conservative by comparison. And he's anti-military and he's anti-vet. He's an extreme liberal. He's radical left. And so don't think you're going to vote for him and feel good. He's a radical left Democrat. I'd even take Biden over Jr. because our country would last about a year or two longer than it would with Jr. It would collapse almost immediately.
Listen, Mike Pence had all the smoke. And if you have been watching this confirmation, how RFK is now basically pretending as if he didn't say all those controversial things that he said about vaccines, that he said about, just where he stood with regards to health, and people in the comments they are lighting Mike Pence up. And I know he already suspected that this was going to happen. Okay. Hold on, guys. I'm sure he had already suspected that this was going to happen. Hold on, let me play this for a minute. I need to play this again so that I need to check something.
Is a Democrat plant. RFK Jr. is a Democrat plant, a radical left liberal. A lot of people think that Jr. is a conservative. He's not. He's more liberal than anybody running on the Democrat side. Jr. is totally anti-gun and extreme environmentalist who makes the Green New scammers look very conservative by comparison. And he's anti-military and he's anti-vet. He's an extreme liberal. He's radical left. And so don't think you're going to vote for him and feel good. He's a radical left Democrat. I'd even take Biden over Jr. because our country would last about a year or two longer than it would with Jr. It would collapse almost immediately.
Like, it is so interesting to see him right now during the confirmation, basically distancing himself from some of the things that he had said, okay? For a very long time, RFK questioned vaccines and the spread of misinformation. Like, he was just pushing false information, okay? And he was basically telling you not to trust the scientists. Ignore the scientists. They are part of the conspiracy theory. They are part of the reasons why, like he even said, which was something that was brought to his attention to actually address. He even said that certain viruses were created to target blacks and whites, and everybody else is good, and protect everybody else. Like, the things that this man has said, about vaccines, and before he used to be pro-choice, and all of a sudden He's no longer pro-choice. Now he's now pro-life. He's now taking the stance that Trump has basically taken, And I guess that's why he and Trump has that much in common, because they are both liars. They don't stand for anything unless it benefits them. In the past year, this man has made millions of dollars. RFK has made millions of dollars from promoting God knows what, okay? Perpetuating the anti-vaccine ideas. And you know how gullible people are. Just because he's saying it is enough to convince people that he might be onto something. Okay? Like this man literally said, okay, he exploited the tragedy of the 2018 vaccine situation. Okay? People who died from measles, who died from rubella, who died from mumps. Like he took advantage of their pain and used it as a yardstick to promote his anti-vaccine sentiments. And all of a sudden, he wants you to forget about that. He has been so strong and so adamant in his stance about vaccination, and all of a sudden he's no longer that. But yeah, I'm Mike Pence, I don't know if this is going to do much, but I do think that there is a certain I don't even know if I'll call it bravery, because bravery should have been during the election, prior to the election, if he had said something. But I mean, like, I can still commend him for this, because silence is complacency. Keeping quiet and not doing your best now that the threat is actually here. So I commend him for actually even trying to speak out about how cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs this man is. But I do wish he would have spoken up earlier, like, say, prior to the election, But again, it takes a certain level of courage, but also he doesn't really have anything to lose. He's not running for any political office, so he doesn't have anything to lose. Because if not, I doubt that maybe he would have said something, especially when you consider the fact that many of the billionaires who are backing Trump have basically said that anyone who does not vote, any Republican who does not vote for RFK, they are going to be primaried. That those Republicans who are running for re-election, who do not vote to confirm RFK, they will be primaried, and they're going to throw in a lot of money for people to like go after them, and for candidates to go after them. So it still takes a lot. This is what they are threatening, that any single Republican who fails to confirm RFK is at risk of being primaried. This is the kind of political corruption, broad daylight corruption that is going on. Like, they are literally blackmailing these politicians. They're blackmailing Republicans, telling them, if you do not vote to confirm this man, guess what's going to happen? You are going to be primaried. And so, like I said, in the comment section are MAGA nutters who are moaning and groaning and crying. Oh my God. This one says, Mike Pence, let me highlight this. Mike Pence, you're a treacherous man. You were undermining the first Trump administration from the beginning. You are responsible for what happened to General Flynn. Now you're trying to undermine the Trump administration again. History is going to judge you. No, history is going to judge you for your foolishness. History is going to judge you for being a sick, twisted element who is basically who is bought into the MAGA cultism, and you are willing to put Trump ahead of your country. Yeah, history is going to judge you. So another one says, Mike Pence was handpicked by Donald J. Trump to appease the religious, right? Pence is a treacherous man. Yeah. Like in the comments, somebody says delusional, laughing my ass. Tell me again who's president. Yeah, okay. Wait until a few years and then come and tell me when the price of egg does not go down. Somebody else said, you need help. I hope you get it. Sincerely, seek a deprogramming therapist stat. History will judge you. It won't be good for MAGA. Oh my God. The MAGA nutters, they are tearing Mike Pence apart. Like, obviously, I know that he would already suspected that this was going to happen. The minute he made that post, they were going to come like guns blazing at him. Pence bent over for Trump every day until January 6th. Finally, he spoke to protect the Constitution. Then Trump tried to hang him. I remember. Yeah. Seek a deprogramming therapist. You're absolutely right. I don't understand how he can live with himself. Let me tell you, they are ripping him apart. But yeah, that's the story, guys. This is an update. I'll keep you guys posted as more becomes available. And let me know what you guys think in the comment. Like and share this video. I will catch you later.